Give me some beat, anything.
Okay.
Nothing is working. Absolutely nothing is working. All the browser sources just don't exist in my OBS. And I have no idea what in the world is going on. So this is just where we're at. I have no main camera. I have no overlays. I have no shout-out player. I have no scroller in the intro. It's a mess. And nothing's gonna make it better, so we're just gonna get started. Wing it, exactly. This is being wung like nothing has been wung before. So let me shuffle a few windows around so I can maybe at least see chat. That works. I can't type because my keyboard's over there. So I'm back on the bench. Yay, sort of. Camera is being held in a super temporary rig right now. So I've got the basically the project tonight is that I picked up this thing here, which is basically a newer version of the GBS 8200 board, and it has a nifty feature that it has HDMI, just like right there. This chip right here is an HDMI transmitter chip buried under this heatsink. I bought this used from someone, and it's a hot mess, and we're going to try and make it a little better. You desoldered a thing. You desoldered a thing. You absolutely did. I saw that. It looked beautiful. And then you soldered it back on. It's so good to be able to get and give in-person help with this sort of thing. Now, let's see. I'm looking around and realizing that I think I'm missing a crucial part of this thing. So I'm going to have to run downstairs. This is just how things are going tonight. Hang on. Yeah, so for those of you who are familiar with the GBS 8200, it's a board not entirely unlike this board here, except that normally it's VGA. This is the HD VC 9900, and I'm sorry it's upside down. And it it's basically the same thing, but with an HDMI transmitter. So I'm like, cool. I bought this off of some dude on some Discord, and they were selling it cheap because it's garbage. What they bought was this thing here, the Amiga HDMI adapter by Retro Friends. Retro Friends. And yeah, it's a 3D printed enclosure around this HD VC 9900 board. I knew it was going to be terrible. I bought it because I wanted the Amiga VGA cable that it came with. Turns out that cable's garbage too. But I was just like, okay, what's in this thing? So I open it up and I'm like, boy, God, that really kind of looks like a GBS 8200. And I looked it up, HD VC 9900. Look it up. It's the same board. It's the same thing. It's the same scalar chip. It's the same Nuvoton 8051 microcontroller. Only difference is this right here. So I'm like, great. Can I do a GBS-C mod to it? Let's find out. So I went onto Scamazon and I bought me a Wemos D1, just like everyone says to use, just like Mama used to make. D1, yeah, the Wemos D1 Mini. This actually says it's an ESP12, not an ESP32. Oh crap, did I buy the wrong thing? This might be a really short stream. This might be a really short stream, guys. I swear this is what they said to use. Well, we'll find out. They like the Wemos boards. Yeah, I mean they're fine. The browser sources, they were unceremoniously removed. Huh? What? Hey Tom, how you doing? Let's say hi to people because I can't do much else right now. Hey Petzel, hello Commodore Chronicles. Hello. Hello Lady Aileros, Bahamut Jiraiya. T-Shack, Tom, how you doing? Alright, so yeah, that's if they were unceremoniously removed, then great. That's why every fucking thing in my OBS is broken. That's awesome. I love it. I love technology. Technology is so great. Anyway, what I'm going to do basically is follow. No, you see me. I'm about to hit enter in my chat on the wrong keyboard. What I was going to do was demonstrate how much of a hot mess this thing is with my Amiga. But when I go to this, it's it's not even syncing anymore. I don't know why. Something is screwed up. when I tried it, it looked just like, well, it looked like a GBSC, but it had like a whole bunch of digital noise and like pixel dropouts, and it was really terrible. So I hope nothing's actually wrong with the board, because now it's just doing this. But you know what? We're over this. We're gonna turn the Amiga off. We're gonna get the Amiga off the bench. We're just gonna do the mod, because that's all I want to get done tonight. So, trying to write more Cocoa Test apps. Nice. So what we basically deal with this. Can I get a mouse cursor? Nope, that is not the Chrome window I wanted to show. Good shot though. Good try at it. This is the one. So we're gonna try and make this window a little bit more reasonably sized. There we go. This is the instructions for doing the GBSC. Yeah. So we've got, as you can see, that board, this is the 8200, looks a hell of a lot like this board. This board, just, you know, well, rotated because my camera's upside down. But, you know, if I make it look like this, and then I come back over to this, looks pretty damn similar. These things here are even in the same position, right? So, great, cool. Let us see. Don't bounce back from a weekend con as fast as you did. Yeah. Me neither. Me neither. So the first thing I think we want to do, we need to attach something to the debug pin over here, and try and lower this, get a little closer. This is literally hanging on a boom mic stand off the side of my bench because my arms, my camera arms are no longer in place. So I think the first thing I want to do is just get this connector off. So let's turn on the iron. And I don't have the Moo gun, so we're just going to use the manual solder sucker tonight and just pop that sucker off so that I can solder to the through holes. I need some solder, hang on. That should be good. Indie Classic was less intense, but yeah, that did look fun. I saw some pictures that you, I guess it was you or Petzel, one of the two, maybe both, that you posted. Looked really good. Right, make sure I know. Remember which one? Yeah, probably both. Indeed. All right, so yeah, it's this one, which is the bottom one here, or the left-hand one from my point of view. This guy right there. So, desoldering, apply fresh solder. And then let's go with the desoldering pump. I don't think I'm quite getting these, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. I don't know. Actually, might be just these two I need to redo. That one I think got. Let's see. We're making, yes, we're making a GBS-C variant. This is a variant of the GBS board, and it's a nice variant that has an HDMI transmitter on it already. So we're going to try and make it suck a little less with the application of a GBS-C mod. I'm going to try and remove this connector so I can solder to its points. But as we all know, desoldering is not the easiest thing in the world. I'm trying to see if I'm going to break out the desoldering alloy or not. Desoldering alloy is great, but then you have to clean up after it. Yeah, I'm definitely getting something. No doubt about that. GBS-C is a video converter, yes. So GBS-C is short for GBS Control, and I think it's hopefully still in the chat. I posted a link earlier to the website for this project. And basically what we're doing is you replace this microcontroller with an ESP module that runs different firmware, and it overrides this microcontroller. Because what this microcontroller here does is it programs this scalar chip. And basically it's programming it like a complete fucking idiot right now. And someone figured out better programming for this scalar chip, and they just loaded it into a little ESP, and Bob's your uncle, you have a decent scalar, not the steaming pile of dog turd that this thing comes as. Because I bought this thing cheap, knowing that it would be garbage, and hoping that I could do something with it. And I think tonight I'm going to try and do that something. All right, we're out. Almost. Oh, look, it was that top one that didn't come fully. All right, fine. Just grab you, heat, and pull. Done. Yeah, me too. Well, it should be able to handle everything that a normal GBS-C can handle, which unfortunately doesn't usually account for 70 hertz DOS stuff. But, you know, hold on, I need some alcohol. And no, not that kind. Clean it up. The pine still got a lot of attention, I'll bet. What did people think of it? Did anyone else try it? I wouldn't mind trying one of those, to be honest, because it looks like... Well, actually, I have tried one, because Frank from Retro Rewind had pine soles at the last two boat fests. That's what he was using for all his on-site work. Yeah, no, I think that kit you've got is good. I think it's good, right? The pine sol is good tools. I think you finally have decent solder now. I think it's all good. All right. Yeah, SDA 3v3 ground SCL. Great. Jumper closed. I'll need to get a jumper cap for that. And then this debug wire. So, oh, wire. I need to find a wire. Oh, crap. What did I do with my wire? Maybe it's in here. Didn't let anyone touch it. Come on, where's the wire? It's just components. Well, that's frustrating. Well, all right, I know what I can use. This and power ground. All right, this will work. I can't find my usual hookup wire, but I got some of this stuff, which is actually this is fine. This is fine. This is all fine. Wait, they make irons now? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting application of their microcontroller, but hey, you know. All right, now let's see. Looking at on your ESP8266 board here. Lumos D1 Mini. Okay, no, this really is. Oh yeah, so it does. I'm sorry, this doesn't need an ESP32. It uses an 8266. All right. So we've got TX, RX, D1, D2, D3, D4. Yeah, I'm following this tutorial here. So, all right, it's D1 and D2. Cool. Those would be SCL and SDA. Right. I don't really know where I'm going to wind up locating this board. Let's see if I can get this over just a little bit more centered. There we go. Maybe it'll wind up being like here. I don't know. Because I'm trying to fit the whole thing like back into this case, right? When it's done. So I'll leave enough wire to put the thing over there. So I need like this much. On these two. You guys there. All right. And this is super tiny wire that my normal strippers won't strip wire this small. So I have to use this ancient machine tool here. But that works. Hey, the Slick Touch, thank you for the subscription. I'm sorry there's no alerts. All the browser sources are broken in OBS. but welcome. Thank you. How are you? I hope you are well. All right. That one. This one. I'm going to use slightly larger wire for power and ground rather than this 30 gauge wire wrap. Because power and ground, you want. I do use mainline OBS, but apparently I'm gonna have to do something different because if they took browser sources out, that sucks. Like, what the actual fuck, guys? All right, this needs to come around to here, so trim that about there. All right. I don't know, Tom. I just noticed that my browser sources were gone. There's a placeholder for them, but nothing there. And then Tom in the chat earlier said that they were unceremoniously removed. Um, so don't know what the deal with that is. All right. Let's see where. All right. D1 and D2 are the SCL SDA lines. The debug pin soldered to D6, which is, oh my God, it's over there. Why are you way over there? Why are you way over there? I need a larger piece of wire. Damn it. Slobs, but wanted Twitch Studio to work better. Yeah. Force us all to use Streamlabs OBS. Oh, God. Really? Right. 37 months in a row. What the hell, Jelly? How you doing? Good to see you. I hope you enjoyed VCF as well. Thank you for your continued subbage. All right, so this debug pin wants to go, yeah, to this pin right there on the 8051. So we will do that. I'm going to cut this a little bit smaller, though. Actually, I'm going to cut it a lot smaller because I trimmed up a ton of this. All right, we're going to solder. We're just going to tin this pad a bit. Oh, come on. We're just going to add a little bit of solder to this pad, like I said. Iron, please. All right, well, might be the best we do. But we have our secret weapon. Oh, thank you for the cheer. Thank you for the 800 bits. Jelly be good. Thank you. Let's see, we're going to just plunk a little bit of flux down right there. That pin. Handyman's secret weapon. Let's see if we can get this wire tacked on there. Beautiful. All right, you are the debug pin. And then SCL and SDA will go in here. And quite frankly, this wire is so small that I'm just going to cheat and top solder it, because it's so small that its insulation won't actually get in the way. Labor, we just updated to 30.1.2 and you still have browser sources. Okay, I don't know what the hell happened then. I will have to figure this out at some other time. All right. Then we want 3v3 to go to 3v3 on the Wemos. So we're going to run that about that way. Browser from browser source though. Well, I looked to see, I mean, I attempted very brief triage and didn't find what the hell was going on. But, you know, it was 2 minutes before the stream started, so. All right. And ground. Dun, dun, dun. Look there. Yep, the crunch. Well, I mean, I already kind of knew that this stream was going to be a little bit of a because my usual setup that I have, I don't have. So there was only so good possibly get, and kind of a low effort here. Sorry, just the way it is. But hopefully we'll be able to. All I want to do is like see if this fixes this board, and if it does, actually, well, I'm going to test it because it'd be good to know the capabilities of this particular board. Write it up into my talk for the International Computer Club this weekend, and then this is going in the pile of stuff to go into the auction at Boatfest. So, oh wait, let me solder this side first before I go connecting the other one. Yeah, huh? I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that because you're a jerk. Okay. I think that's properly connected. Kind of a mess. All right. Ground. And the red wire for VCC. Level 2 hype train. Look at that. Hey, Squire. How's it going? Good to see you. How have you been? All right. I think I can solder this now. Or I could drop it right out of the hole. That's also a thing I could do. All right. This is absolutely not my best work, but well, actually it's not too bad. Okay. that's these wires and that wire. So now everything on this side is good. We just need to solder it to the thingamabobber. Yeah. Actually, you know what we should probably do? We should probably program the firmware on this thing first before we solder it in circuit. Let's do that. I'm gonna find Arduino. I considered actually doing this before, doing this off stream, but Arduino. Let's see if we can get this going. If I can actually show this on the stream, it might be better. First, the IDE has to actually start. Okay, there we go. Arduino IDE, kind of starting. Kind of, sort of. Let me switch to, go from the web to Arduino. Not now. Okay, there we go. Come on. All right, hang on. It's loaded the wrong stupid thing. God. No. Go away. Boy, it sure would be nice if you would refresh my window list. Wow. OBS and I are just really not having a good night. Anyway, here we are. This is GBS Control. Now, it's actually probably pretty well out of date. Well, I haven't had any releases. Stop it. 3 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 months ago, 2 years ago, last year. I'm going to say it's up to date enough. So I think what I need to do is I need to go here to boards, ESP86, and I can do the, oh, of course it's not picking it up. So I'm looking at the board manager right now, and I'm going to come down here to Wemos, it says D1R, oh no, Wemos D1 Mini. D1 Mini, all right. Then I'm going to, well, first I need to plug it in. So let's do that. I'm just going to plug it into the USB cable on my desk. Obtuse broadcasting suite, yes. Tools port COM5. That's the new serial port. Yay! I really wish it would pick up all of the drop downs. That is so annoying. One of these days you'll have time to stream again and play the OBS game once more. Yeah, it's super fun. It is super fun. But anyway, all right, so I can't even show this, which I was hoping to do. But you come down, you go to Tools, Board, select the board. I've already installed the boards, the ESP boards in the board manager many, many moons ago. Set my COM port to port 5. It tells you in the GBS control page about, excuse me, the Arduino IDE. Come back here. This takes you through the boards manager, ESP8266, and then you set it to file system 1 meg, OTA 1 meg. That's apparently the flash size configuration that I'm supposed to use. So let me do that. And then, let's see, I think I can just upload this now. Complicated scene sources to capture desktop for videos. Yeah, that's what I need. But one source, the game, and that's it. Yep. If you're playing a game, that's all you need. You don't need to, no cam streams, all this other stuff. If you're like me and you want to show a million stupid things, you need a million stupid scenes. So let's see what we're doing. We're compiling the sketch. There you can kind of see. All of a sudden the fans started blowing on my laptop. Apparently programming an Arduino is more stressful to it than streaming to Twitch. Don't skip this step or you won't be able to save custom configurations later. Yeah, okay. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to set the CPU frequency to 160. So let's do that again. Yeah. So I actually don't use the GPU encode for my Twitch stream. I do my encoding on the CPU because I have like a shit ton of Ryzen and it's totally happy with it, and it does a much better job than NVEncode. It's way more efficient. It does such a much better job. So yeah, my GPU is doing like nothing. Try and do a little something about the microphone. Looks like my mic level is super low. I apologize for that. Didn't get a chance to QA anything before I went on. Okay. Now, if that worked, I should be able to tick out El Teléfono and find the GBS Control Wi-Fi network, because it should show up as its own access point by now. And there we have it, GBS Control right there. So cool. Looks like the flashing worked, so let's get it soldered in and see if the blasted thing works. Let me check my mic settings here. Hang on. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, that's better. That's way better. Windows decided that it needed to lower the input volume on my microphone for me. So thank you so much, Windows. I appreciate you. All right. So back to our wiring diagram. Go to the ESP8266 adapter. All right, so we are back on this page now. And back to the bench cam. Three V3. Solder this guy in. Solder, solder. I'm gonna try tinning this wire first and see if that helps me. Same over here. Just twist this together. And actually, I'm gonna put a little tiny dab of flux on this thing too. Always use more flux. There we go. Hopefully this will be easier to solder now. All right, got a 3v3. Stay. Just jammed the wire down between some through-hole parts here to hold it while I do this soldering. All right. And ground is down here. Same deal. All right. Actually, I'm gonna heat this up and allow the wires to, change their orientation just a little bit so that they lay nicer on the board. There we go. So at this point, when we power up the GBS, we should also power up the Arduino. Let's verify. Yep, Arduino has power. Cool. Now, SDA, serial data, goes to the top pin here. And on the Wemos, we are D2 for serial data. And again, because this wire is so tiny, I'm going to top solder these guys. So I'm just going to fill the hole with solder and then melt it by the corner and jab the wire into the hole if I can. Get these other wires out of the way first. Okay. D2, that looks good on the bottom. And then D1 would be the serial clock. That's SCL. See how easy this is? So easy. Make sure I don't get this wire tangled under some other wire. Okay. I just need to make sure that I don't push it in so much that I get the insulation inside the through hole, which I don't think that I did. All right, and now the debug pin goes to D6. All right. Theoretically, that should be it. So, all right, I'm gonna turn off the soldering iron. Run it at about 350 tonight. I'm going to apply a little bit of Kapton. Or Krapton, as I sometimes call this fake Amazon Kapton tape. Just going to apply a little bit of this tape down here as a layer of insulation over this stuff, just to make sure I don't have any surprises. I need one more piece. All right, that ought to do it. All right, now for the moment, I'm just going to let it hang out there because we should be good. And then let's see if I can talk to the scaler and make it do anything. All right, so there's our HDMI line. Here's our power line. Everything looks safe to connect. So let me see. Let me change networks. And I think the password is like 8 Qs. The default password. Yeah. See if that works. That works. Yeah, I'm not going to have internet. Thank you very much, phone. GBS Control. I don't care. Stop warning me that this thing has no internet. There's more to life than the internet, phone. GBS Control.local. We get the interface. Look at that. All right, now, is there a, well, let's take a look at OBS. Let's go back here. This scene. All right, so we've got, where's the bench cam? There it is. Well, we've got nothing because we're feeding it nothing. I'm trying to see if there's a, if GBS Control has test patterns. Because that would be really nice if it did. Excuse me. which it doesn't really seem to. So I have to give it a source. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here about test patterns. Maybe the chip doesn't support it. I mean, all right, let's give it some VGA. Grab the Amiga again. I've got a buffered Amiga to VGA adapter here. And power. And I have used this adapter on other things. I know it does work. Let's turn it on. I don't have my mouse connected, but that's fine. Should get Workbench. Well, we're not going to get anything until I plug this end of the damn cable in. But we should actually see a light on the Wi-Fi module indicating sync. But we don't. So that's annoying. Oh, I need to fit this jumper. Ah. That's another piece of the instructions. I've got too many drawers and I've lost my jumper caps. That's seriously, what the hell did I do with my jumper caps? That's really annoying. All right, let's see if this fits. This might be for too small a jumper, but one can try. No, that works. All right. This is just this jumper right here. It said in the car. Yeah, exactly. All right, take two. All right, Amiga's still on, so we should be sending video. Oh, we got blue light. Got blue light. That should mean it synced, but then we lost the blue light, and I got the blue light again. And we have a picture. Yes. Okay. I'm not sure why that took so long, but it seems to work. You're banned, Tom. You're banned from the channel. That's it. I'm done. I've had enough of your jokes. Oh, right. This is good. Now, I need to do some messing around with the capture filters because the GBS-C does not pad on the sides, it just stretches. Hey, Retro Gaming Denmark, how you doing? All right, so that's good there. If I go to, let's see, if I go to my demo stream, it shouldn't, yeah. Right, because the demo scene is for playing demos, and I don't want to talk over the demos, so it mutes my microphone when I go to that scene. See? Absolute shit show tonight. Hmm. All right, let's try this. Cut out someone. No, it's automation. It's automation that is not doing me any favors. Oh, you have probably, hang on, my phone has jumped back to my normal Wi-Fi, I'm sure. Yes, it did. Just stay on this network, you stupid piece of junk. But it's like, but there's no internet here. I can't use Wi-Fi with no internet. Is the retro machine near? So the retro PC is over there. We could test this with the retro PC. You are correct. All right. Um, change resolution. Do we change resolution? Yes, we do. Cool. All right, so now we're outputting proper 1080. And we've already determined that these don't help unless we want purple workbench, which we don't. The modification guides online tell you to get rid of these stupid pots. And I may still do that. Well, let's see if I can bring this. Can we auto gain? We can auto gain. All right, that looks a little bit better. And I can like shift the picture over just a tad and reduce the vertical height to the point where things get a little bit happier. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Retro Rewind. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Can't track you without the internet. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, all right. One more GBS control, GBS-C scaler in the world. Would like that. Just get over there. Get out of my way. As good as one can be. Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, we just put the ESP module on this uh, TrueView based scalar board. This is a V. Let me see, HD-VC9900. So a little bit different than the Gonbez GBS 8200 that people usually make these out of, but this one has the HDMI. And it outputs pretty clean video. Way, way, way better than it was before. Yeah, for a heck, exactly. So if I do the rest of the mods to this, there's a capacitor you want to upgrade. They recommend taking these, back to the bench cam, they recommend taking these pots off and just jumpering them over and doing the adjustment in software rather than hardware. There's a couple of recommended modifications that they that the wiki and stuff recommends, and I'll probably do all of this now that I know that it works. I will probably do those. So the one problem that we're left with on this is that it is audio only. Sorry, video only. There's no audio. Now, up here, this HDMI transmitter chip, which gets just a tad bit warm, apparently has lines for I2S audio, and people have attached external I2S ADCs and wired them into this, and apparently you can make the audio work. Some people have also wondered if these pads right here, it's ground, signal, signal, signal. This looks suspiciously like a PC sound card audio connector, where one of the pins would usually be left open. And people were wondering if it actually was pads for an audio input. I might experiment with that at some point, but probably not today because I'm just, happy enough to have it working. So I still need to figure out a proper way to mount this freaking thing so that we don't destroy anything on the board. But for the moment it works. They can hitch back. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Boat Fest. I'm just like dripping my water into my Amiga. Cool. That's the best way to do that. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna clean this up just a little bit. I don't think anything got past the keyboard. Blue tape. Yeah, could help with the water damage. This machine does need some work, so let me switch back to the bench cam. Move you a little bit. This is my Acorn Amiga, as I like to refer to it sometimes. So this is the one I'm going to be bringing to Boat Fest, and it has well, it's got this blinged out keyboard by whoever replaced the keycaps and stuff on this. It's an original keyboard just with different keycaps. A1200.net replacement case. Stubby PCMCIA CF adapter. This is that FANUC one. I'm going to turn this off actually. Which is pretty cool. Someone on the Amigos Discord found this one. It's like a sawed-off PCMCIA CF adapter, and it looks like it should be card bus with this, but it's not. It works just fine in the Amiga, and doesn't stick out nearly as far, so I love that. And then I've got a Gotek and an OLED there, and I have PyStorm 32 Lite in it for its guts at the moment. Oh, and not at the moment. Like this, that's this machine's configuration. It normally lives with the PyStorm. It's also very dusty. My other 1200 has real Motorola in it. I wanted to have two, so I could take one to 11 and use the other one. The other one merely goes to 10. Oh yeah, that's right. Um, yeah, there was I wonder how many of these like came out of this because there was a Fanuc automation plant here in Charlottesville. Uh, it was a joint venture between GE and Fanuc. And I actually toured as a high school student. Um, so I have the one that's real Motorola, and this is the PyStorm. So this is the one I'm going to be bringing to Boatfest, just because it's well, I figured the PyStorm's more interesting. Um, there's probably going to be at least one other 060 Amiga there, so I don't need to show off an 060 Amiga. Kind of, it's funny. Everyone's seen an 060 Amiga now. So I'm bringing the PyStorm, and I got all the demos loaded on it, and I'm I'm actually going to be connecting it through my RetroTink 5X. Um, yeah, there. Sorry, my camera's upside down. So this is going to be running the Amiga most likely. But this once I get this board all straightened out, it is going to go into the auction. Um, once all I need to do is all I wanted to do is figure out, does this work? Is the quality decent? Yes. Now I can tell people, go get this board. Don't get a GBS 8200. Get this VC 9900 and do the mod. So yeah, but Commodore Chronicles wants to see this on the Retro PC. I want to see this on the Retro PC. Let's see this on the Retro PC. So this is going to take a little bit of time to rework. So bear with me. I really would love to have this not flapping in the breeze, but for the moment it's just going to flap in the breeze. We'll put the Amiga somewhere safe. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna jump to basically a blank scene here for a moment, so y'all don't get, beside an adventure when I move the camera. And we'll be back in a minute. All right. Slightly better. Slightly better. Um, sorry, that was a bit of an involved rewiring job. Yeah, gravity reverses indeed. Well, you know what? So I have no way of monitoring any of this at the moment, so we just kind of get to turn it on and see if we see anything. But it's hooked up. It's hooked up to the retro PC. So let's do this. Yeah, it was in Australia, exactly. All right, we've got ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's kind of nice. All right, I'm gonna get the interface loaded back up on my phone. Try again. No, get back to the right network, you stupid phone. Oh yeah, it crashed on me last time. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. GBS Control. Transform. Oh, wait, unlock. Transform. Rotate. There we go. But like, it's working. And all right, we're outputting 1920 by 1080, just like we were last time. So that's good. Um, this is a very good sign. I am pleased. Let me go to my. Let me open the filters here. See what's going on here. GSC crop. No, we don't want that. Oh, sorry. I don't want that. I want that. And then. Hmm. No, not that. All right, we will just fix this manually. This is fine. This is all fine. All right, so this is actually this is full capture. Yeah, but shrunk, um, compressed horizontally so that it gets more in the realm of the of gets back to something closer to the right aspect ratio. Um, Cutting off a little bit. I guess so. I mean, I don't actually know. Yeah, 1440 by 1080 is exactly what. So I have a whole bunch of cascading filters on my HDMI capture, and the final one, which I had off a minute ago because I was doing some captures earlier the week and I turned all the filters off. But the final one is scale to 1440 by 1080. Just boom, do it. Which normally it's a no op because I've already cropped the signal down and it doesn't need to be scaled because it's scaled by the RetroTink or whatever. All right. So I can, let's see, we can move this down, I think. I'm trying to adjust it. This is the biggest thing I hate about the GBSC is that using this stupid interface to control it, and it just like doesn't work most of the time. Uh, hmm. Turn on developer mode, see how well that works in mobile. But all I want to do is move the image down, and it's not letting me. Serial command, AT settings, source 5, custom slot 65, status 22. That doesn't help me. I'm just looking at the debug output here, and it's just so not helpful. Oh. Why are we on pass-through? All right, hang on. I'm going to try and get this thing connected to my main network, so I can use the PC instead of the stupid phone. All right, got that. Shouldn't have pass-through on. But yeah, the fact that it showed the DOS mode stuff is like kind of a good sign. I'm just trying to see if I can adjust the geometry, which I don't seem to be able to do. Okay. All right, let's see if I can connect this to the main Wi-Fi. Discovered a new thing. Connections. All right, let's see. Can I get a browser? Can I get a browser? Browser is like on the other side of the room. GBS Control.local. Do we get it? Do we get it? Come on, baby. We got it. We got it. So, okay. Pass through on. Pass through on. I don't want pass through on. I want 1920, 1080, which we got. And then I want to adjust the settings, which it doesn't seem to let me adjust. All right, it just says limit every time I try and adjust anything important. So it's cutting off some stuff at the top, which I don't like. Grab the mouse here. It's actually fairly responsive, even looking through OBS. Actually, let's just start up Windows Explorer. Yeah, we can clearly see that something's being cut off, and yeah, there's no cropping being done there. There's no cropping being done here either. It's just cut off in the scaler. And I think what I'm outputting here is 800 by 600. Let's double check. It's not the greatest picture, I'm not gonna lie, but A, this VGA cable is not terribly awesome, and B, you know, this is like, I think this board sells for $30 or $35, and then a $4 or $5 ESP module on it, and that gets us to where we are right now. But sure would be nice if we could not cut off that top. Let's try going to 720. That doesn't do anything. We were definitely adjusting the picture when we were on the Amiga, right? We were definitely doing that. But now it's just not adjusting, and I don't know why. I'm gonna reset it. Hang on. I just power cycled it. Reload the interface. Sorry, a little thirsty. Yeah, it just don't move in this mode, and I don't know why. Is there a? Well, there are no versions because they don't version the code on the website, which is super annoying. I'm going to see here. Open. No. Documents. I'm gonna look at my Arduino here. GBS Control. There is a .git here. And sorry, you guys can't see anything. That's so there is a .git here, and I wonder if I can git bash and then git pull origin master. Local changes would be overwritten. I don't care about local changes. Git reset -- hard pull. All right. Mostly having to do with the OSD and the OLED screen. All right. Who knows? But let's get back here. I'm going to pull this again. And we're going to try reprogramming. Whee! I don't know if you can actually program this thing in situ. Guess we'll find out. Well, it seems to work. All right, get back to Arduino. Again, on the monitor halfway across the room. All right, I'm going to recompile and reload. See if any of the updates make any difference. Let's see. All right, that should be reset. All right, let's go back. Disconnect this. Try not to break any wires. HDMI, power, and VGA. Let's see what happens. All right, we probably lost the... Oh no, we didn't lose the networking. Okay, cool. But yeah, just no ability to adjust this geometry. That is annoying. Because it's so close. All right. Restart in MS-DOS mode. And for whatever reason, it takes my machine forever to do this. Okay, so there we are. And again, cut off on this side. All right, so now we can kind of adjust these things. Except I can move it, but I can't get it to actually capture those first couple of scan lines. Those first couple of columns of pixels. All right, let's reset everything to defaults. Note, scaling RGB is still in development. Thanks. All right, source greater than or equal to 70 hertz. It tells me in the debug window. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's do 720. All right, that gets us almost stable. It's just missing those first couple of pixel rows. If I start up the editor, well, that's actually fairly close. Can I get this? I can get that, right? That right there is not terrible. Yeah, just missing this first couple of lines of pixels. All right, I'm going to come in here in presets and I'm going to save this as DOS PC. Save this preset. All right, so basically when it's outputting, if it's scaling to 1080, you don't have any sort of control whatsoever. And you just get, well, oh, now it's working, kinda. Still has that screwed up. I think it's compressed. I think the compression might be in, might be fixable in OBS. But even so, 720 looks, maybe. Hello? All right, I'm going to load that DOS PC preset again. See what we get. Hello? God, it's so close. It's so close. Preset applied for scaling RGB HV sync. Note, scaling RGB is still in development. Gah. We had it and then we lost it. Switch to different resolution. Kind of keep losing it. All right, now we're back. But we got a little bit of noise going on. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. So, kind of hit and miss here. Yeah, hacker style. Exactly. Uh, hmm. Frame time lock, switch lock method. That's not helping. I haven't added the external clock generator to this, which is another popular mod. So that could be a thing as well. Cycle DRAM, no help there. ADC filter, no help there. Invert sync. No dice. All right, we're just gonna reset everything, I think. Reset to defaults. Yeah, definitely some dot crawl there. Hey Scoob, don't know if I've said hi to you tonight or not. Yeah, it's kind of unstable. Which is a real bummer because this whole solution is so close. I might need to look at some of the hardware mods. I wonder if cleaning up the power by replacing that capacitor might stabilize something, and maybe also adding that external clock generator stabilize capturing the picture. But I mean, it almost works. Dang it. I think this restarts Windows, does it? I don't know. We're going to give it the 3-finger salute. We're going to give it the 1-finger salute. All right. Scanning inputs for sources, it says. Activity detected input RGB. H-sync present, V-sync present. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if I actually don't know if nope, wrong keyboard, Josh. I don't know if what we're seeing is something to do with the scalar chip, or if it's the HDMI transmitter, or if this is a power issue, something that can be fixed with the power issue. I might mess around with this board a little bit more and see if some of the recommended hardware mods get us anywhere. Because it was doing all right for a little while, and now it's being a piece of shit. It also jumped back to 1280 by 960. When I switched to 1280 by 720, it seems to go blank now. So I don't know where the problem is with this thing. I don't know where the problem lies. 960, maybe, possibly. Yeah, 1280 960 works. All right, now that works too. But with very badly adjusted geometry. Oh, but geometry that we can actually adjust now. So that's interesting. Because it looks like if I can. This is a very strange window here. How do? Oh, come on, mouse. How did we get into this state? I wonder. All right, we're gonna maximize that. That looks all right. Now it's not cutting off at the top anymore. That's kind of nice. Hmm. Could almost live with this. Could almost live with this. Problem is, it's just not reliable. Okay, well, we did the thing. We got it attached. I need to figure out a proper way to mount it and decide if this thing is going to be good enough to bother trying to give away, basically, at Boatfest or not. Um, yeah, it's it's a far cry from the more or less pixel perfect on the RetroTink scaler, but it's uh, less than a tenth of the cost. So trade-offs. But I think I'm gonna call it there because it worked. Great. Yay. Did I turn off my soldering? I don't know. It has a timer. It's fine. It's totally fine. This is all fine. Um, so let's see. Should we raid on over to anyone? I once left a soldering iron on at work like over a weekend. So I'm really glad that modern soldering irons have motion sensors and automatic shut-off timers. All right, let me find the web browser. Let's see who is out there. Click the raid channel. We've got all the usual. Well, actually, we don't have all the usual suspects. We have a few of the usual suspects, but they're all the same people. And let's see. Let's see if there's anything else. If there's anything fun out there in in Retroland. Nobody I know. Come on, retro. There we are. It's been a day. See, I think there's some, sometimes you find people out there and you're like, oh, I know you even though I don't follow you. Not seeing any at the moment, so we might just call this. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, putting up with the shenanigans. It's good to be doing some shenanigans again. I know I haven't done any real tech streams for a while. It's kind of difficult. You all saw how much trouble we had with it, but yeah. So good night, Petzel Squire. Let me get back to this. Oh no, we can't use that camera because that camera is this camera, which is upside down. Yay! I don't actually have my main camera attached. I just have the bench camera sitting in the place where the main camera is supposed to go. Hey, Arcade Chopper, good to see you. Don't think I said hello to you, but I saw you in the chat. Sorry, it's been a crazy evening. Petzel Squire, good to see you again. It's been a while. Hopefully, I'll be able to catch one of your streams at some point. Scoob, Pets, Commodore Chronicles. I will catch you on Thursday, like usual. I think. Bahamut, Ball Engineer, Lady Aileros, Retro Rewind. Who else we got out there? Retro Gaming Denmark. And I think that's everyone I see right there. Yeah. Oh, Slick Touch. Thank you again for the sub and the new follow. I appreciate that. Better be streaming on Thursday. Commodore Chronicles better be streaming. Yes, check out Commodore Chronicles. Can do a shout out, even though no overlays. There will be nothing in the video or the audio triggered from this. I got to figure out what the hell is wrong with my OBS. But I will see you all maybe next week. It's getting to that point that I'm gonna run out of stuff to do on stream and run out of time to do it. Journeyman 3 is not happening because that game makes me really sick. I'm bummed about it, but that's life. That and it crashed on the retro PC and I can't get it to run acceptably, and I can't get it to run in a window on the main PC, so I can't stream. That game really doesn't want to be streamed. So the future is nebulous, but if I see you all again, I will see you all again. Have a good week. Stay retro, stay safe. Catch you later.